free of the pressure of what men will say, what my mates have done, what my mates have not done. And, it happens to us on every level. Academically now, there's such a thing called Facebook depression. And I'm talking about, this is something that psychologists and psychiatrists are studying now, the sociologists. There are all kinds of, academic journals that you could read up on these things. It's called Facebook depression. Simply means that people now go into depression from using Facebook. Maybe next Sunday I'll show you some of the pictures. You see somebody saying beach things, like he's on the beach. Then when you see the full picture, you just realize that he took that shot lying down on a heap of plaster sand in front of his house. This was sand that was brought by a tipper to plaster the building. He laid on it and then took a selfie and posted it as beach things. Then his friends and age mates are going to see that post on Facebook and they are going to wonder that everybody else but me is going on with their lives. See this one now. I don't even know which beach, whether this is in Jamaica or... The guy is in front of his father's house on a heap of plaster sand. Sharp sand. People browse through Facebook and go down with depression because everybody puts out their right foot forward first. Nobody goes to Facebook. Maybe some of you saw, we might be mutual friends. You saw the other lady said something the other day that there's this lady that she's been helping to counsel and to encourage because she's having a lot of challenges in her marriage. But almost on a daily basis, the lady is on Facebook and on Instagram saying all kinds of beautiful things about her husband and how they're enjoying the thing and all of that. And so she said at a point she had to ask her dad, why exactly are you doing this? Your marriage is breaking up literally and you are doing all this on social media. And she said that the woman said to her that her husband's concubine, her husband's side chick is friends with herself on Facebook. So that she's just trying to pepper the lady. She's just trying to pepper the lady so that the lady will know that we think that whatever else she's doing with her husband, she's even enjoying more. Meanwhile, she's actually dying. That's a married woman. You look at people, they only show you pictures when they are dressed. They show you the picture they want you to see. That's what happens with Facebook. I remember about 2 years ago, I was driving through somewhere here, just around that Stanel place. And then, I don't know how it happened. It was very early in the morning. Just was cold at the time. And the tire had just been changed 2 days before that day of the car that I drove, my wife's car. And the back tire exploded. And the car swept off the road. And by the time the car came to a final stop, the 4 tires were praising the Lord. And the roof was on the floor. That's where I got this car from. You see, as I was trying to get out of that wreck, I literally had to crawl out through the passenger's door in the front because the driver's door was not even going to open. And as I crawled out of that place with all the blood, I didn't know, for some inexplicable reasons. You know what crossed my mind? I'm like, if people see my profile on Facebook now, they will see one clean guy with snooker board, They are not aware that I'm crawling. And the picture of me with blood and all that wouldn't make it to Facebook. You understand what I'm talking about? You are not going to see that one on Facebook. It's a controlled environment. But people go from watching that to thinking that everybody else is making progress but themselves. And they go into depression.